Well, if you're interested in steam bending hardwoods, I do have a playlist that is dedicated strictly to that subject. And you have watched me bend sheep wagon bows and wagon bows and covered wagon bows and chuck wagon bows. A lot of these are the same. And the principle is the same through most of bow bending. But I have been asked recently by a local friend if I would build him a set of wagonette bows. Now, a wagonette is about the same size as a wagon, except it has a separate driver up front, and then this is a rear entry into the back of the wagon, and then there are side bench seats down each side of the wagon itself. Hence, it's called the wagonette. It's a passenger style of wagon. So this is a 64-inch wide wagonette body that he would like some bows bent for. So I'm going to get that done today. Well, when I bend green sawn lumber, it only takes 1 hour per inch thick of material in the steamer. But when I'm bending kiln dried, I have to double that because the wood is already dry. I have to force that moisture back in. So I've got about 2 to 3 pounds pressure right now. Generally, it will build up to about 3. I've got some concrete being poured out in our barn out on Farewell, where I call my playground. So while this is cooking, I'm going to go out and see how the progress is.
Lock it. From the time we got here till now, it's been 30 minutes. So that means we only
So the fellow that came over and poured this concrete slab for me was the older gentleman in the picture, and he was the one that ran the bull float. And he has been doing this, I think he said 35 or 38 years. And it just brings up to the surface a point that I have heard and learned over the years, that oftentimes you are better ahead to let someone who is good at what they do what they do. If you heard the comment at the end, the one fella said, you know, by the time we got here, it's only been 30 minutes. This was a 20 by 28 slab and about 9 yards of concrete in there. If I'd have done it with a bunch of help, it would have taken me a lot longer than 30 minutes. Now, granted, he still has to finish it out and cut it and all that. But I am thankful for somebody here local that knows how to pour concrete, and he does it well. He operates as Ziggy's Concrete out of Edgar, Montana here. Mark Siegfried is his name, and I just appreciate his help in doing a good job on this slab. Now I need to do what I do, and that is to go bend some wagonette boats. So you'll notice that I brought these in past vertical. This form is a 60-inch wide form. The wagonette that these go on is actually 64 inches. So when I relax this, it'll actually stand these up and make this set of bows wide enough to go on a 64-inch wagonette. So you can see now that the legs on each side are standing pretty vertical, and inside I have 64 inches, so that should fit his wagon well. And these outside ones are a little wider, but there's a lot of flex in these bows. It's easy enough to pull them in. Well, the whole concept of the wagonette, as I looked up in Berkerbile's book, which I oftentimes will leave links to in the description. But Don Berkerbile mentions that the wagonette was originally an English concept in about that 1842 to 1845 era. And the omnibus was a carryover from the wagonette idea. Rear entry, side benches to where the passengers are facing each other. So it's a popular vehicle out here in the West, with more of a Western flavor to it. But anyway, these are wagonette bows. Appreciate you coming along. Thanks for watching.